Trump, Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., and Barron Trump are creating an ecosystem to become the richest family in the world. I want you to take yourself back to the early 1900s. There was a massive shift going. And by 1913, when the Federal Reserve was created, which is not federal nor is it reserve, from 1913 to 2026, we got pulled into a centralized system where you became a monetary debt slave. The wealth gap is absolutely massive. On February 20th, 2026, we start the new shift energetically into decentralization, public and private sector coming together, cooperation, old archaic banking systems starting to dissolve, and borderless banking. This family right here, whether you like it or not, their dads are writing the rules, and the boys are building the new infrastructure of the banking system. Now, I'm only going to tell you exactly what I'm doing. You need to do your own research. I'm not paid by any cryptocurrency company. I only tell you guys exactly what I'm doing. I'm a future forward-looking person. I build my companies into the future, do my investments into the future, but I'm also not an idiot. When I gain profits in some of these asset classes, I pull it into protection, and I operate in my own family bank by using cash value life insurance. I create cash flow into assets that are going to appreciate over time. I protect the assets when they go up, and then I leverage on the right side to make my family wealthier. Think about this for just a moment. Companies like Ripple that came out in 2012, well, Bitcoin came out in 2009, right after one of the biggest financial collapses in history. It changed the way money moves through the system. By 2012, we had Ripple. Rosie Rios, who's on the board for Ripple, in 2012 was told to reduce coin and cash usage. Is that by chance? New innovative company like Ripple, cross-border payments, was told to reduce coin and cash usage in 2012, but she couldn't because Obama turned the printing machine on full blast. It was hard to reduce coin and cash usage. She said you need a shock to the system to change consumer behaviors. She now sits on the board for Ripple, and she's the 43rd Treasurer of the United States and was responsible for signing the last $100 bill. Wake up. She said you need a shock to the system to change consumer behaviors. Since 2020, our lives have radically changed. The world went through a global shock. Now you have companies like WLFI, the Trump family created, the Witkoff family created, the boys are running the bank. Eric Trump has created American Bitcoin, ABTC. They're taking over Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin treasuries. ABTC is climbing up dramatically up the Bitcoin treasury ranks with over 6,000 Bitcoin. They just started last April. Trump Media is climbing up the treasury ranks. So they own the Bitcoin mining. They own the treasuries. Now they own the decentralized platform WLFI, which linked up with SpaceCoin, which links to satellites, with anybody with a smartphone can do banking. And today, February 20, 2026, it's not a flip of a switch. It has nothing to do with prices. Energetically, we shift now into a new era. You're going to see tons of people getting exposed now. Old systems are going to crack. New systems are coming in. By 2030, without even knowing it, you're going to be operating on all these rails. You'll still be looking this way as they change the whole system this way. So here's my top investments. Not financial advice, just going to be honest with you guys so you can come back and measure my success. In the cryptocurrency industry, XRP by a long shot. Bitcoin number 2. XRP is 43%, Bitcoin's 40%. Then next is WLFI. Next is Solana. Those are my top 4. That's all I'm accumulating. I have many others, but I'm only accumulating those 4 now. That's just my choice. I don't play games. I don't chase hype. I'm not chasing the next best token. If someone's promoting it, they're wrong. In stocks, XXI, Bitcoin Treasury, and American Bitcoin, Eric Trump's Bitcoin mining company, American Bitcoin. They're climbing up the ranks. So on the stock side, I have the Bitcoin Treasury and the Bitcoin mining. On the crypto side, I have the new payment rails, XRP, in my opinion, one of the new payment rails. It's not a or, it's and. I have the digital gold, Bitcoin. I have the new DeFi World Bank, WLFI, and I have a badass layer 1, Solana. That feels good to me. Then I have my dividend stocks. It's a whole nother world where I take the income and I put it into those assets. On my protection side, I have insurance, cash value life insurance, my own family banks. I use silver, copper, Bitcoin, and Berkshire. I buy fear and I sell greed. I keep it simple. I touch grass and I honor God, my family, and I protect my ecosystem at all costs. I stay out of other men's business. I'm too busy working on mine. But I want you to save this video and come back to it after 2030 so you can measure if I was successful or not. I'll always be honest and open with you, but I'm empowering you to make your own decisions. No more blind leadership. Do your own research. Warriors, rise! Get your shit together. They are.